Welcome, Brawlers. I'm the Hermit, and I hope you brought your pictures of Spiderman, because our commander today is Jonah Jameson, also known as Lazlo Enthusiastic Accuser. For 2 and a red mana, we get a 2/2 legendary human citizen. When it enters, suspect up to 1 target creature, and suspect means that that creature cannot block and has Menace. Then, whenever a creature you control with Menace attacks, create a treasure token. So the way this is gonna work, we want creatures that either have Menace or want to get Menace. Then we play our commander and we start making treasures, and eventually we're gonna be using those treasures to get something big, or just pressure our opponent with our attackers until they lose the game. So our cheap creatures are gonna be stuff like Kellan, Not, Bastronaut, Frantic Scapegoat, even Stormcrypt Noble. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, we put a counter on it, and then if it has Menace, it's gonna be harder and harder to block. Then we also have stuff like Rahilda, and the 2 Magdas, the Hordmaster, as well as Brazen Outlaw. Not only do they help us make even more treasures, but we can use our treasures for, in the case of Outlaw, we're gonna get one of our big stuff, either Balefire Dragon, Thundering Titan, Portal to Phyrexia, Summon Bahamut, or in some cases, Bonhor Dracosaur, Coldspam Dragon. And the other Magda just makes 4/4 flying dragons, and they get haste. So then we have our 3-drops. They are gonna be stuff like Ambergris. We can use it to discard our hand and then draw 2 cards. And in the case of this specialized version, we deal damage to our opponent. We also have Velos Breath Ogre. It starts dealing mad damage, then whenever it attacks, its intensity increases by 1. We also have Broadside Bombardiers. Not only does it have Menace and Haste, but then if we sacrifice another creature or artifact, we can deal 2 plus the sacrifice permanent's mana value to any target. So if we sack a treasure, it's 2, and we can just go on from there. We also have Freescale Mentor. We can pay 3 mana and tap it to put a +1 counter on each creature we control with Menace. Furnace Punisher, as well as Magus and Blood Moon, Winter Moon to punish our opponents for playing too many non-lands, having greedy mana bases. Then at 4 we have Caricep, Crew of 2. When she attacks, we get a free copy of Ragavan if we don't have one. But we need to return the Ragavan at the end step, which is not the worst. But it definitely is a thing we have to do. Then we have a couple of 4-drop, Planeswalker in Chandra and Koth, just because they are your typical mono-red win cons. We have Fury. We hope to get it with the treasures instead of evoking it, and we also have Roaming Throne, which if we get to play the throne before our commander, it's gonna be really good. We get double the suspect triggers. We suspect 2 things when our commander enters, and then whenever we attack with every creature with Menace, we instead get 2 treasures rather than 1. So that's the deck, your mono red removal, a little bit of Shadow Spear for lifelink and making our opponent lose hexproof indestructible, as well as Swiftfoot Boots, so that we have hexproof ourselves. Now let's head into the queue and just accuse our opponents into some losses. Drain and 6. And this one might be a little bit tricky because we have many creatures with 1 toughness, so I think Rahilda and Lelia might help us win this one. Exploration from opponent. Molten Impact, that's okay. And Ancient Tomb, so I think we play costs now. Our opponent may have a way to deal damage, but unless they double spell to deal 6, we might be counting on cost to win the game here. Oh, right, they had 2 damage left over from Molten Impact. Have 5 mana, but again we don't want to play Magda yet. So I think we play the Throne. And of course we name Human. Opponent might have removal for an artifact. Crimson, so that's gonna be, yep, Ice Steel Explorer. I think we want to kill that. Although I guess the difference from going 2 to 3 land drops is not as bad as 1 to 2, so. Here we will play Lelia first, and then Lazlo. We give both of the creatures Menace. We're gonna make 4 treasures here. We're only 1 away from Magda. And that always feels nice. Nimbold. And then draws 2. I guess we can play Breaches. Just in case opponent has removal. Ooh. But it's gonna be ultimating next turn. Let's put pressure on them. Use our bolt as well. Couldn't let the bolt go to waste. Binding the Titans. I guess they are looking for Strip Mine, maybe. Scavenging Ooze, that's gonna gain them life. I guess they can gain up to 4, maybe 4 life, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe if they mill another creature, okay. They can go even higher. And they concede, they have no way to deal with cost. GG's Ren. GG's. PP. This is unfortunate. Although not terrible, we can Exile Suplex. So that we have Galvanic Blast. Yeah, I was saying this is unfortunate because we only had 2 cards for Chromox. All of these being artifacts, but 1 is enough, I guess. Also Tome of Legends. really good in the end, in the beginning of the game. Okay, that one things a little bit, but Dragaman kind of makes up for it. They have removal for it. Swords? Yep. Remand. So just Azorius control playing Pippin because it gets better matchups, I guess. Oh, come on. Pippin comes back. Here I guess we play the lizard. Another target creature. So we can block it and trade with it. Riptide Kirkhope. Yeah, opponent kinda ran away with this one because we didn't get the lands. And that's essentially it. And I guess at least the Gearhulk is a choice. You need to have another creature with Pippin so that you can protect it. That is the plan at least. And duplication, okay. Yep, GG's. Also, if they could have... no, we didn't have fun because of the land thing. But they could have duplication onto Pippin, and now they have essentially 2 Giver of Runes type deal. GG's. Rufix, God of Horizons. We don't have early placed. And this isn't really better. We could have removal for that mana dork, but likely they have land base ramp. Here I think we send Punisher away. And we just curve out into God, into Chandra. Hope that wins the game. Okay, that is not suspicious at all. Okay, let's keep the lands. And usually with the first Palantir, you want to keep second card you want to keep. In this case, we want another land. So we put 2 lands, it doesn't matter. But if we had a creature or a non-land and a land, okay, opponent missed the land drops. Or I was gonna say if we had a non-land and a land, we put the non-land first. And we make sure we get the land either way. For now, GG's, Crewfix. GG's. Against Clement. With black. Is this the same? Have we played this Clement before? Is this the only Clement player, or is Clement just that popular? I will check out. So obviously here I think we will play the Palantir on turn 3. Usually we want to get a treasure no matter what with Lazlo. Demand answers. And yeah, they're gonna be an aggressive deck most likely because Clement just buffs perpetually your hand, your creatures in your hand. And then it makes zombies when it transforms. Well, specializes. I guess let's play Ban, also known as Captain Lenary Storm. They trade. I don't like that. I guess you can trade because then if you recast your commander, it buffs your creatures even more. And here we will sacrifice the treasure to draw cards. Noble God. God is also a new addition, but from the Arena Anthology, I think. Yeah. That. So here we play. We trust our God. Pun definitely intended. Now this doesn't grant us a treasure token if we do the trigger, but then on any turn after when the skeleton comes into play, we still get the treasures. So a bunch of their creatures are gonna have +2/+2. Let's see what they are. Yeah, that noble is not gonna be long for this world, I think. Also, another neat interaction is we can play Lazlo, put Menace on God, attack. Oh, if you specialize, we're gonna kill it in response. When this creature enters, creatures get -2/-2. Ooh. Honor for 5 mana though. Is this a reanimate deck? Oh, we might be losing here. We might have already lost, probably. So yeah, we can put Menace on God, attack, God creates a treasure. Forsaken Miner. Ooh. And then we can sacrifice the treasure for God's ability. Is that what we're gonna do? No, we're gonna sacrifice the noble so that we can play Fury, kill the Emperor of Bones. Yep, I like that. And Fury. Opponent still can unearth this guy. It kills everything but Fury. But then we can replay Lazlo, give Fury, Menace, well suspected. That's also a fair plan. Okay, they paid 2 life. Yep, to the command zone. Okay, so at least we can play Palantir as well here. Opponent goes to 6, maybe they have a life linker that can help them. If they do, we might be in trouble. Okay, opponent takes 3 more damage. Bold. Now they cannot Ancient Tomb and Character Fetch. They can do either one, but not both. Werewolf's Bodyguard. To the command zone. Yep, opponent concedes, although maybe they could have cracked their fetch. No, because it's too... yeah, they couldn't have. I thought it was only 1 mana, so... GG's. This had restless. Ooh, okay. So they're gonna be about Tarmogoyfs, and hopefully they get to deal damage to us to make even more Goyfs. I guess the plus side is we might steal some really good Goyfs. Start with the goat. So, no plays on turn 1. No, decline. Yeah, I forgot this can do that. He can pass its suspected status. The Soulstone from opponent. Ooh, and it seems like they have Feral Push. Dismember. Dismember on Rahilda. Well, at least that's a decent amount of damage. And technically 5 with the goat. Slimefoot. Sure. Let's play the Dracosaur here. And what do we want to vault? Okay, I guess Slimefoot. Pyrogoyf, and it kills our commander. So Lelia, and she gets a counter. Gets to live for 1 more turn. Opponent heists us. Ooh, and we get another counter on Lelia because of that. That's Tisa from opponent. Because if we do this... we can win here, I think. We sacrifice the boots. And we have lethal multiple ways over. Yep, because these guys have Menace, they can block only one of them. They block the biggest, it's still 7 damage. GG's. We will never know which card they stole from us. Galta. Okay. We'll see if we can get our Balefire Dragon soon. Or rather, I guess we'll see how soon we can get it out. And I guess we're gonna suspect Lazlo himself. So is this Once Upon a Time? So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn we can play the dragon. Sounds good to me. Ooh, Crackle with power. Guess we're just gonna run away with this one. Yep. Let's suspect the dragon. Dragon already. That's me suspecting the dragon. An opponent will... will they suffer here? Tamiyo safekeeping. Okay, so not quite. But on their upkeep, we're gonna try to kill Yorbo. Blood Moon, we're gonna send away. Let's see if they take 3 here. Expected. So what do you have now, opponent? 4 Inklex. Nice. So I guess it's good that we suspected dragon here. And yeah, with Crackle we can Crackle X equals 2, 3. Okay, yeah, opponent concedes. Even before the Crackle. So GG's Galta. Against Trophelos, we do have a way to deal with Trophelos. Or rather, we have a couple of them. And I guess we can discard Portal to demand answers. Delighted halfling though. Right. So let's kill that guy. Let's beat him to exile with hammers. They play it back. And this time we get 3 power on Ragavan, I guess. Yeah, 5 power Ragavan, then he either gets a free attack with breaches or suspected with Lazlo. Vivian. So I guess that's who we kill here.
Beauty lies in variation.
And because it doesn't have to attack a player, we still get the treasure.
Don't worry, I hold grudges.
Now if we have another land, we can play breaches. We would have a bunch of mana. Oh. Okay. Although I guess we have it even more here. So if we didn't need to use... We're gonna make another treasure with breaches. And then we play roaming throne. On human. This paradox engine is only gonna give 1 mana for now with the halfling, but maybe opponent has another.
Come, seven. We will.
Another mana dork they can play here. Ah. X to 5 to X targets. This cannot block. Okay. Can block. Get a treasure. But yeah, if opponent blocks with their halfling, then essentially Paradox Engine is just an extra turn for us, a time warp for us. 6 5 times X. So we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, we cannot pay it, so I guess it's 2. And you. We were 1 mana away from casting it for 3. But still, I mean, we won the game, so we cannot even complain. GG's, fellas. GG's. Yeah, Matt. This hand is good, this is very aggressive, but we still need one more land. Opponent cracking that fetch, not ideal. If they could crack it in our turn, we would get 2 speed too. Yeah, here we just have to put everything we can into killing our opponent as fast as we can. Come on, land. We need desperately another land. Thank you. Oh, they have washed away. Guess I should have seen that one coming. At least they are playing all basics, so they are keeping in mind that we are only playing. We might play Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon and the other one. Is this a Wrath? I don't think it could be. Oh, Monster Manual. That means they're gonna be able to cheat something here. Yep. I guess we'll see what they cheat out. And if we cannot beat it, then I guess it's fair and they win. Ooh, Tiamat, so they're not gonna cheat something just yet. Oh, I think I need to do some math. This is +1, so 2 damage more. It would be... we can only pump once. I think opponent might have this one though. Six. Oh. Lifelink. Deal 6 damage. Yeah. Yeah, Oren is gonna kill us, so GG's. We were 1 away then. GG's. Heart Hole, the World Seed. Alright. Hello. And that emote. Name emotes. Opponent has the emoticon emotes. And they know they are evil, playing Landfall. Guess we Plasma Bolt the Hierarch. They dismember Magda. Okay. We will buff Kellan. We will exile a card from our top, but... Ooh, that one. Good win some games. And our opponent doesn't have red mana. That's also good to note. Cost 3. So let's do that. Combat attack. I guess I needed to do that before playing the lands. Okay. Now we have Shadow Spear, Ragavan, and a full evolved Kellan. Opponent may be able to play their commander here. Here we equip. Go to combat. Tackle. Get a mountain. Oh, my bad. And from opponent, and another mountain. As we play Lazlo, suspect Kellan. At least we're gonna be able to play Balefire here. Damnation. Okay, maybe not then. Bombardiers. Equip. Attack. Yeah, now they no longer have double black. They only have one red as well, so... Yeah, they cannot activate. They concede. I guess even with Damnation on their back pocket, they still had to sacrifice all their mana dorks. Which means they essentially lost too many turns. GG's. Always nice to beat landfall. FK Court Mage. Punisher could be okay. And obviously the Wrecker can wreck our opponent if left unchecked. So opponent has Jameson Cavern stats. Yep, seems like they also have Lightning Bolt, maybe Brainstorm. We'll see. Overlord of the Veilmark. But they don't get anything. We played the Wrecker. And what should we do from now on? Punisher or Palantir? Okay, opponent plays Kefka. Guess the Punisher has to go now. Yeah, opponent is gonna be drawing too many cards. I guess we discard an artifact here, probably the Tome. We hope we can crackle on Kefka. Actually, let's send... No, yeah, the Tome. Okay. I guess we will also have enough mana for Chandra. Oh, maybe not then. And opponent will probably win this one now, since we didn't get the land. Two non-lands. We send away. Blood Moon. Yep, let's concede. PTM. Landfall? Seems like that's the case. So we should start with... actually, let's start with the Ogre. Teachings of the King. Now we have Smite the Deathless, so opponent will get to trigger landfall maybe twice, but we will definitely kill their commander. Put a counter on a creature, they have none. And maybe the Ogre's gonna get away with this one. I'm Novelist. And we pass here. Okay, take it. One draw. And obviously the damage from their commander. A Wire Might. They sack their fetch land, we destroy their commander. Attack with everyone here, we kill Might. Might as well. Yeah, you cannot block the suspected creature, so... And here we play Summon Bahamut. Okay, we also get the mana from the Novelist. We will use that for Mass Punisher. Yep, GG's. They needed to remove Summon Bahamut probably. Maybe they had enchantment removal, but otherwise we still had a bunch of threats they needed to deal with. And in Gruul, so not many options. GG's. Imskin, Iron Eater. Cast into the Fire and Magus are the better cards here, but We cannot play with no lands. We send the little guy. I think I want to play what's next turn. Key to the archive. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. But at least seems here doesn't have word. So here we have 5 mana now.
When this war is over, I'll shape the earth itself.
Is Pillaration the key? No, only claim the first one. Oh, beautiful. Is that the card you got? Electrolyze. Even worse. An opponent gets their commander out. Guess we can play Kamachal, probably. But first, let's deal with Ragavan. No, nothing we can use here.
Retake this land from Phyrexia.
Portal to Phyrexia. Okay, let's concede here. Yep, if we had maybe some artifact removal, I could play this one out, but right now we just lose. Urgo. And I guess suspecting Ragavan might be the way. Opponent might surveil or might remove Ragavan here. Surveil. Guess they kept a land on top. Oh, a removal. From Mox, and they play their commander. Wingcrack Siege, they sent away. So here we Suspect Ragavan. 2 menacing guys. Lice, Sorgo. Maybe I should check first if they had another removal spell on top. Thoughtseize, okay. And they concede. They had Purphoros, Land, Swords, Ragavan. GG's. I do Jonah's Guardian. Okay. Removal, Ragavan, and 2 moons. I mean, maybe we need something for their commander. Okay, hardened scales. Let's play Winter Moon. Next turn we're gonna play Blood Moon. Cosmograncy. And now not only do they only untap 1 land, but that land is a mountain. Yep. GG's. Double Moon. So that's gonna be it for today, and I have to say, this performed really well as a mono red deck. Probably one of my favorite things is just getting the treasures, and either ramping or just playing more and more threats, so that our opponent doesn't have a chance to play the game. And obviously, just as it typically goes with mono red, if your opponent has enough removal, enough interaction, or maybe they have a bigger top end, like the Tiamat deck, then they just win if you don't kill them fast enough. Such is the duality of mono red games. But as far as it goes, this is one of the better ones. I really liked it. Maybe you can remove a little bit of Sweetfoot Boots, or maybe Mox Opal we saw. It's not as good early as, and late it's just 1 mana, so it's also not incredibly great. But maybe in turn 2, turn 3, if you can get it going with a Ragavan. But still, I don't think it wins as many games as Chrome Mox in this deck. So yeah, I'll see if I change either one of those for the deck, but otherwise just a really solid mono red deck after all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.